Zebo, remember seeing that wombat the other day? Well, guess what? There was this wombat that built its house, the hole in the ground that they built. Well, it built it too big, way, way, way too big. And the full moon came along. And what happened was the hole was so big that when the light shone in it, it swallowed up the whole of the moon. And after that, weird things started to happen. Like, every time the wombat came out in the afternoon, it would do a little turn and make this noise. And at the same time that it did that, just afterwards, a kangaroo across the meadow would let out a big cough like this. And then a brown snake would come along and silently go back in the wombat hole, thinking it was a snake hole when it was this big wombat hole. And then in the morning, a kookaburra would only half laugh like this. What? So every day you would hear what? And see the snake go into the hole after the wombat came out. It was the strangest thing. Then one day, these people came by and one of them nearly fell in the hole. It was so big. So they all took turns peering into the hole. And they could see this strange yellow light. They said, what we'll do is we'll find a branch from the gum tree nearby and put it across the front so next time we don't fall into it. So they put the branch over the big hole. And the next day, the wombat came out of the hole and made the usual sound, eek, and the kangaroo went, and the kookaburra above went, what? But that night, it was another full moon, except of course the full moon was trapped in the hole. So when the light was at its strongest in the hole from the moon, it started to push its way out of the hole and break up in the branches and the leaves of the branch that was across the hole, so that it created this shimmering effect like light when you see on the river. And it just came out so strong that the wombat came out of the hole and was almost blinded by the light escaping the hole and bouncing back up into the sky. And now when the wombat came out of the hole underneath the branch, it didn't make any noise. And the kangaroo across the way, it just hopped away with its mob. And then in the morning, the kookaburra above gave out a full laugh, wah, 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 which woke up the brown snake, who looked around and couldn't believe it was sharing a hole with a wombat, and quickly ran away out of the hole back to its real home. And everything went back to normal. And the next time the people went by there, they saw the big branch and they looked into the hole, but they couldn't see anything. It was all dark, just like a normal wombat hole. And that's the end of the story of the wombat who built a house with a hole way too big that it swallowed the moon.